Hi, how to find the last non-zero value in each of this product? Well, for A, right, we can say that the last non-zero is 68. So we can put there 68, and the B, I can put there 103, and the C will be 47, right? So now, if here I change it to like 88, right? Now this C has to change it to C is 88. So how can we do it more dynamically, right? Well, then you gotta use this thing called yeah. First, we're gonna look at into just one, right? So just the XLOOKUP, and now stay true, and then I'm gonna look for this here, and I want to say whether this is greater than 0. Now, XLOOKUP has a very different things that what that this VLOOKUP cannot have. I understand. VLOOKUP only search from the left to the right, but XLOOKUP has an option for you to choose from right to the left. Right, we'll show you in the short while. Right, so go and put here, and I'm gonna return this array. And if not found, what you're gonna put, well, we don't really matter about that, right? So optionals, right? I'm going to just use just 0, and now that is the way that we can say let's put the last to the left first, right? So we're going to put in 91, and close bracket, and look at that. Oh, look at that. That's 68, right? What does that mean, right? Let's take a look, yeah? So let's say I don't have these, right? You see, it goes to 48. And then, now that is working for XLOOKUP, right? You can see that this is XLOOKUP. It works for that particular row. Now, can we apply it to every row? Right? Can we apply it to every row? Let's just take a look at. Let's just move this here to here, and this one change it to 10. Right? Can we do that? No. It doesn't work that way, right? XLOOKUP allows you to change one row at a time. So we can't do that. Well, then we need to have a another helper function, right? Well, there is a function called the BYROW. However, we also need to work on the LAMBDA, right? Because that the BYROW is that we just look at each row itself, right? So we can say that BYROW. Well, BYROW, we can look at this here. We just give them that this is the data range, right? And then now by row, right? So the by row, it doesn't work on the. You just needed something that. Well, let's just take a look at what happened, right? If we just do like this here, I was just like, oh, no, not again, right? You can't just get to it. Okay, so by row is a way that you feed in some data for each row. Now the thing is that you need another function that's looks. You tell Excel that looks for each row. I'm going to do some calculation, and the calculation is just a simple lookup. Now, yes, we have a function called LAMBDA, right? LAMBDA, and say let's just put a R, right, and comma. So the R represent this part here, and the calculation is right here, right? So right there, and we just close the parentheses. So this is for the XLOOKUP, and this one for the LAMBDA, and enter. Look at that. Oh, nope. Let's take a look at here. So now we're gonna change this also. That okay, that's not. Well, that's as R, right, for this row here. Now actually say for each row, right, I'm gonna put that row, each row, and then here, since that that the lookup, right, is going to apply to these. Now the very reason why it's all 48 because that the XLOOKUP will always look at the columns C8 to this range C8 to G8. So we're always looking at this here. Well, we wanted to look at each row. So we change this to this here row. See, row. So this R will dynamically move from one row to another row, as if that you move from this row 8 to row 9 to row 10, right? And then let's take a look at, oh, that's just great, right? And then look to see here, 98, and look, all right? So, this is how you can find the last non-zero value, right, easier. And let's take a look at what is the BYROW, right? So BYROW is really like this here. Oh, that's by column already, right? We can just simply change it to BYROW equal to BYROW, and then let's apply that range here, and then we'll say that okay, I just want to do sum on this row here. Let's just take a look. Right? Is it that one here? Let's take a look. No, it's not. All right, let's see. Ah, yes, right. Remember that BYROW cannot work on the Excel, right? We want to use the lambda, right? Lambda to tell the row, each row, what do you want to do with it, right? So again, we just put the R, and the sum will be that row itself, right? That row, and then we just enter this. Well, you can, right? So what does it mean here by row is that, well, we'll have each of the row, right? In this range, right, each of the row, right, gonna put it into assign a value called R, right? So it's like a variable, right? So each row is a R, and then what do you do with this row, right? We're going to sum it, and this is exactly what happened, right? So 6, this is it, right? Uh, and then the second row is what do you call it? 15, right? And then the third row is 24. And likewise, right, you can do the same for instead of calculate on the row, right, you can talk on column, right, and that is called by column. By column, right, again, same, giving the same data set, and then here the lambda you use the COL, right. You can use any other characters as long as it's not another function name, right. So you can put char there, also can, right. So if you do char, then here you got to change it to char, right. Okay, so I'm just going back to something more meaningful, right? And then, yeah, that's 12, right? 12 means that each column we're going to give here, okay? And that is how we make use of that, right? So we covered that on the lambda in the last week, right? And then, yeah, you can see that here we have, I explained the lambda here. Right, simple as that here. If you look at it here, lambda, right? So A, B, and that's the functions, and then we have here, okay? So lambda is the own, right? You need to provide the parameters, and we talk about that more. We reduce, and today we talk about BYROWs, right? That is the reason, and finally you have this here, right? Yep. Thank you. I hope this is useful to you.